this one needs to be taken out and cleaned. I forgot to record, but I took this potentiometer out. It's obviously a bit broken, but I'm curious to find out, can I make this survive and work again? I will definitely give it a try. There's the base, it needs some clean up. I'm trying. It's very difficult to record and try to make these things work. Let's see if I can record this one. Lots of dust coming for sure. Oh, it's dirty. So I'm using a brass brush. The brass is softer and doesn't damage much, but it allows a polishing and removal of excess corrosion and dirt. Sometimes stainless steel brush is better. I think it's okay-ish. This one was loose, I guess. You can see, I mean, I can easily replace this one if I want. But I'm still trying to restore this one. It seems to have the same kind of sandwiched like all the other parts here, that it's easy to, once you get this lock ring out of there, the whole thing comes apart and you can just clean it, lubricate and get it working and measure. So I think the lock ring is something which I can't record anything because I'm going to be shoving screwdriver through my finger again. Okay, get back to you when I get rid of the lock ring. I got this one out. Way simpler. I had pliers like this. All I need to do is put them inside and I got it out. Simple. Okay, let's start dismantling this one. How do I record? It's theoretically supposed to then go out like this. Okay, I got it slightly out. So definitely something rusty. Yeah. Need to dismantle this more to get all the parts out and get them cleaned up. So there's the axle, there's the ring, the resistor, there's the wiper, and well, yeah, there's the enclosure and the resistor. So I will now start cleaning up all of these, and I think in the end I will show you the results and tell which tools I used. Okay, so I've gone through all the parts. I go one by one. So the cover I cleaned with wire brush, then with some cotton buds or sticks, whatever you call them. I got it relatively clean. Screws, this one first with brass brush, then wire brush as the steel wire brush, as the brass one wasn't sufficient to clean all the contacts. Looks pretty nice and clean all together. Cover, okay, there's some dirt still there. I guess I need to clean that up, but just like this bakelite plastic, just with some toothbrush, soap and water. This one was the crucial one, with a fiberglass brush. Very careful. I cleaned the contacts with a brass brush and then with a steel mesh brush, but the other parts, more delicate parts, I cleaned with a fiberglass brush. Just very carefully. Always use the least intrusive, least damaging method you can find. The same here, cleaned up these ones, all of these parts are now cleaned. I will now, while this is, I will measure, does it give the correct value, which is supposed to be 100 ohms. Okay, it's giving 100 and 102. Let's put this thing together. I think it was this one was first. This one was first here. Ah, no, the other way around. For one. Okay. So this one is in place, kind of. I don't know how deep it's supposed to go. There's so much extra junk there that it's difficult to tell. A lot of that brown stuff was actually glue that had been deteriorated and broken away. Okay, so that one is over there. Because I'm not sure I disassembled it the correct way. That was the big issue. Okay, so this one is theoretically supposed to go here. But now this is what I'm wondering. Should I lubricate the axle or not? If it's a switch or mob and stuff like the previous one, I wouldn't worry about it. But in this case, there's a brass kind of like a collar there. And if I put lubrication there, it might cause some issues, because if the lubricant gets inside here, it will cause problem if it's a dielectric or insulating one. So I think if I do lubricate, I will lubricate afterwards with a special chemical from on top to let it seep there and rotate. I mean, I can always open this up again since now I know how to do it. I think I will leave it as such. Okay, this one goes here. It's a bit tough, doesn't want to go through. Okay, went through. So once that axle goes in, there's that lip which goes underneath. It's supposed to go somehow. You can cut it because I didn't see it before, so I didn't see, was not able to get it. Okay, now it's yeah. So you're supposed to lift this lower ring, lift it up a bit. That's where you can get this lip underneath it. Then you pull the whole thing down. You see okay, you probably can't see the brass ring goes in its slot. Yeah, that's how I know it's correct. And now the wiper slides very nicely around this ring here. Now it's all connected together. Before covering up and connecting, I think the next phase is to hold this all in place. So this looks now already very different from very nice, clean and shiny compared to what it was. So it would appear that yes, you can, these old potentiometers, you can really repair them. You don't need to buy new ones. If you just careful enough, have the correct tools. Yeah, correct tools are very important. Correct brass brushes, glass fiber brushes, and all these tools. Be very careful, and you can indeed clean up and restore a potentiometer like this to fully working condition. So now this one is sliding perfectly here. Yeah, feels good. And now I just need to put this device that holds the axle in place in the axial direction. Okay, I got it in place. Now the axle rotates quite nicely, but again measure. So it should be 100. So now it's 0.0 ohms. It's in one opposite position, and one is the other side, one is the wiper. And it goes to 90. You can't see the dot because of the reflection, but it goes to 97.1 ohms. Checking the other side. So from 0.03, turning the potentiometer, it goes to 96.7 ohms. You probably can't see the dot maybe because of reflection from the lamp, but that's it. So it does indeed work again perfectly. There was no intermittent failures of any sort. I think now I need to put this cover back in place. What should I glue it with? One would easily put like cyanoacrylate, but if that seeps anywhere, it will destroy it and you can't get it open ever again. Because I think the yellow glue was most likely a shellac-based compound, which is an insulator itself, so it doesn't cause much of a problem. It's more easy to control. I don't have a shellac currently, the glue version. I used to make my own for some stuff, but I haven't been so successful in recreating the glues of this time. Okay, I will put just a dab of contact cement there. You can always get rid of contact cement, if nothing else, by force. So, probably around there. Whoop. Contact cement is in place. Now I need to let it dry. And on the same, I did it by purpose to the opposite side, so I can easily aim it here. It would go around there. And now I'm just letting it dry. Okay, back with the glue. Okay, this one should go in place, hopefully, or not. There it is. Now it's glued in place from one spot and works nicely. This one is done from this part. Now I need to solder back these components.